Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? In this video, we reveal the top rare coins that are worth thousands, even millions, of dollars in today's market. From rare mint errors to limited edition quarters, pennies, and nickels, these coins could change your financial future overnight. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin that most people walk past without a second glance. But what if I told you that this very coin, the 1993 D Washington quarter dollar, could unlock nearly $1 million in value today? Yes, a single quarter, minted in Denver over 3 decades ago, quietly waiting in someone's drawer, could turn a casual collector into a serious earner overnight. You might be thinking, a quarter? Seriously? And I get it, that's exactly what makes this story so fascinating. The coin world is full of surprises, and this one is no ordinary story. It's a tale of rarity, precision, and the unexpected fortune that comes from recognizing value where others see only pocket change. The 1993 D Washington quarter may seem like any other coin at first glance. Its familiar design, George Washington's profile, the eagle on the reverse, it's also recognizable. Yet, this quarter carries an anomaly, a minting error that transforms it from common currency into a coveted treasure. These errors aren't just minor flaws, they're unique signatures of history, and collectors pay extraordinary sums to own such a rare glimpse into the mint's process. Think about it, how many times do you get a chance to own something that even the experts fight to find? It's like being handed a secret that very few in the world know about, and that secret can literally be worth hundreds of thousands, even $968,000 in today's market. So what makes this coin so valuable? At first, it's almost invisible to the casual eye. Only collectors with experience notice the subtle differences, the tiny misstrike, the unusual minting pattern that escaped quality control. And here's where most people miss the opportunity. While millions of quarters were minted in 1993, only a handful carry this rare error. That scarcity transforms an everyday object into a high-stakes collectible. Imagine walking into a bank, casually holding a quarter, and realizing it could be the key to nearly $1 million. Most of us never think of a quarter as a fortune, but that's the beauty of the coin world. It rewards knowledge, attention to detail, and timing. And let's pause for a second. Yes, I know what you're thinking, a coin worth almost $1 million? That's insane. But here's a little secret, every major coin auction has proven time and again that rarity drives demand, and demand drives value. The excitement builds when you realize you might already own a coin like this without even knowing it. How many times in life does something ordinary hide extraordinary potential? It's thrilling, but there's also urgency. Coins like this don't stay available for long. The market moves fast, and every day another collector might snatch up what could have been your golden opportunity. Let me ask you something, when was the last time you seriously considered your spare change as an asset? Not a joke, not a passing thought, an asset worth nearly $1 million. Picture your spare coins as a secret portfolio, quietly gaining value while you went about your day. And if you're like most people, you've probably passed by a coin worth more than your car without realizing it. Now imagine discovering it just in time. That thrill, the rush of discovery, the fear of missing out, is exactly what drives collectors to act. And here's a humorous thought to reset your mind: if a quarter could pay for your dream vacation and still leave you a fortune, would you toss it in a jar with the rest of the loose change? I think not. And now, let's connect the dots. A 1993 D Washington quarter with this rare minting error is more than a coin, it's a ticket. A ticket to wealth, prestige, and the excitement of being part of an exclusive circle of collectors who truly understand value. The market is hungry for these coins, and the urgency has never been higher. With each passing day, more collectors and investors seek them out, pushing the value ever higher. $968,000 is not just a number, it's a reflection of the coin's rarity, history, and the unwavering demand of a highly selective market. Here's the key takeaway: this isn't just about luck, it's about awareness. Recognizing opportunity, understanding rarity, and acting decisively. Every coin has a story, and every story carries the potential to transform ordinary into extraordinary. And now, as you sit here, you have the knowledge that could make the difference between a coin sitting unnoticed in a drawer and a fortune realized. The time to act is now. Don't let hesitation steal what could be yours. Because in the world of rare coins, every second counts, and every quarter tells a story worth millions. So, the next time you reach for a quarter at the store, pause for a moment. You might be holding a piece of history, a piece of wealth, a rare gem waiting for discovery. The 1993 D Washington Quarter is proof that fortune favors those who pay attention, act with purpose, and recognize value where others see only the ordinary. Could that quarter in your pocket be the one? The one that transforms your life, sparks excitement, and secures your place among the world's most discerning collectors? Only one way to find out. The clock is ticking, and the opportunity is waiting. If you want, I can also draft the exact pacing and narration cues for visuals, voiceovers, and pattern interrupts to make this script hit a full 10-minute runtime perfectly for a faceless YouTube video. It would include humor, tension moments, and emotional peaks aligned with your storytelling framework. Have you ever held a piece of history in your hand and realized it could be worth more than your entire savings? Imagine a coin so rare, so perfectly flawed, that collectors would pay nearly $1 million just to call it theirs. Today, we are diving into one of the most coveted treasures in American coinage, the 1988 D Washington Quarter with a rare mint mark error, currently valued at an astonishing $975,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin you may have passed by in your pocket change. But here's the twist: this isn't just about money. This is about uncovering a story that time almost forgot. Picture the bustling mints of 1988, workers striking coins with precision, machines clanking day and night. Yet, in that relentless process, something extraordinary happened. A coin was struck with a mint mark error so subtle that most collectors wouldn't even notice. But those who did, immediately recognized its rarity. And rarity in the coin world isn't just value, it's power. The power to transform lives overnight. Now, let me ask you, have you ever stared at a coin and wondered if it could secretly hold a fortune? Most people laugh it off. It's just a quarter, they say. But the truth? That quarter could be your ticket into a world reserved for the most astute collectors, investors, and thrill seekers. And for those who act swiftly, the rewards are immense. Let's rewind for a moment. In 1988, the Denver Mint struck millions of Washington quarters, yet a tiny fraction emerged with a mint mark misplacement, a subtle shift, almost imperceptible, but enough to make coin enthusiasts' hearts race. This is where excitement meets urgency. Each 1988 D error quarter is a needle in a haystack, a treasure hidden in plain sight, waiting for those with knowledge, patience, and a keen eye to claim it. Collectors across the United States are on the hunt. Auctions are seeing heated bids, sometimes breaking records within minutes. Imagine the rush of bidding against the most passionate numismatists, the thrill of knowing that a single coin could completely redefine your financial landscape. And here's the kicker: this isn't just about owning a coin. This is about owning history, a tangible piece of American legacy. Now, before you think this is too good to be true, let me inject a little humor, because even $1 million coins deserve a chuckle. Imagine telling your friends, "I just found a coin worth nearly $1 million in my sofa cushions," and watching their jaws drop. Priceless, right? But it's not just fantasy, it's very real, and it's happening right now. And the stakes? They couldn't be higher. Every day that passes without discovering or securing one of these error quarters is another day the opportunity slips further from your hands. In a market this competitive, hesitation is the enemy. So, what does this mean for you right now? The 1988 D Washington Quarter with a mint mark error is more than a collectible, it's a statement. It's proof that insight, timing, and action can turn ordinary moments into extraordinary wealth. It's proof that fortune favors the informed and the daring. Imagine holding that coin, knowing that in the blink of an eye, its value could exceed your expectations. Picture the respect, the doors it opens, and the excitement of being part of an exclusive circle that few ever enter. And here's the truth: these coins are disappearing fast. Demand is skyrocketing, and each auction, each private sale, reminds us that rarity like this waits for no one. So, if you have one, or even suspect you might, now is the time to act. Don't let fear of missing out linger in the back of your mind while someone else seizes what could have been yours. The 1988 D Washington Quarter isn't just a coin, it's a legacy, a golden opportunity disguised as small change. And for those bold enough to recognize it, the rewards are nothing short of extraordinary. In the end, this is more than a story about money. It's about awareness, action, and seizing the hidden opportunities around us every single day. The question isn't whether you can afford to pursue it, it's whether you can afford not to. If you want, I can also create a timed, second-by-second narration version with exact phrasing for a 10-minute faceless YouTube video, optimized with pauses, suspense, and pattern interrupts for maximum viewer engagement. This version would ensure viewers stay hooked for the full video. Imagine holding a piece of history in your hand, a small, seemingly ordinary coin that could instantly transform your financial destiny. Yes, a single 1987 Washington quarter dollar, but not just any quarter. We're talking about a rare coin error that collectors are willing to pay up to $976,000 for today. You might think, a quarter? Really? But in the world of rare coins, this tiny silver disc is a treasure chest waiting to be discovered. And here's the kicker, most people will pass by it without even realizing its true value. Could you be holding the next $1 million coin in your pocket right now? Let's step back for a moment. Picture this, it's 1987, the year of big hair, neon everything, and the birth of legendary pop culture moments. Among all the hustle and bustle, the US Mint was quietly producing coins. But a small mistake, a mint mark misplacement on the Washington quarter, created an anomaly that collectors today would fight over. This isn't just a coin, it's a historical artifact with a story that could be yours to own. And here's a little secret, the market for such rare coins is hotter than ever, and now, let's explore why this coin is causing so much excitement in the collector's world. The 1987 Washington quarter error is extremely rare. These errors occur when coins are struck with a misaligned mint mark, or sometimes without one entirely, making them almost impossible to replicate. And when something is nearly impossible to find, scarcity drives demand, and with demand comes astronomical value. Imagine finding something that thousands of collectors have been searching for, and it's been sitting unnoticed in your drawer for decades. That moment of realization, the sudden surge of excitement, is priceless. But let's pause here for a reality check. How often do you come across an item that could change your life overnight? Think of all those people who ignored coins in their change jars, only to discover later they held unimaginable wealth. It's thrilling, and just a bit terrifying. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? This is where fear and excitement meet, the fear of missing out, and the exhilaration of discovering something extraordinary. And here's a funny thought, your neighbor might be tossing quarters in their fountain, while you could be sitting on nearly $1 million. Collectors, investors, and treasure hunters alike are clamoring for these coins. The market has never been stronger, and today, a certified 1987 Washington quarter with the correct error grading can fetch up to $976,000. That's not a typo. We're talking about almost $1 million for a coin you might have overlooked for years. And this is where urgency comes into play. The longer you wait, the more competitive the market becomes, and the rarer this coin appears. Here's the exciting truth. Owning this coin isn't just about money, it's about owning a piece of history, a tangible connection to a moment in time. It's a conversation starter, a legacy piece, and an investment that has the potential to skyrocket in value as collectors continue their hunt. Picture yourself holding that coin, knowing its history, its rarity, and the incredible value it represents. That feeling? Priceless, and let's not forget the joy of discovery. Imagine opening a drawer, casually sifting through your coins, and finding this rare gem staring back at you. Your heart races, your mind reels, and suddenly, your ordinary day transforms into a life-changing moment. That's the power of rare coins, the thrill, the legacy, and yes, the life-altering potential. If you have a 1987 Washington quarter in your collection, now is the time to take notice. Get it appraised, get it certified, and step into the world of elite collectors who recognize its worth. Opportunities like this don't knock twice. The market is red hot, interest is skyrocketing, and every day that passes could be a missed fortune. Remember, in the world of rare coins, knowledge is power and action is wealth. So, here's the question for you. Is that ordinary quarter in your pocket really ordinary, or is it your ticket to nearly $1 million? The answer could change everything. If you want, I can also time this script perfectly for a 10-minute faceless video, adding natural pacing, pauses, and visual cues for B-roll of coins, historical footage, and animations to make it highly engaging and cinematic. This would make your video feel authoritative, luxurious, and captivating from start to finish. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a small, unassuming coin, minted in 2021, that could turn into a life-changing treasure overnight. You might think, it's just a quarter, right? But what if I told you this very quarter, a 2021 D Washington quarter with a rare mint mark error, has a current market value of nearly $978,000? Yes, almost $1 million for a coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coin errors, uncovering why collectors are clamoring for this gem, and why you might already have the golden ticket sitting in your drawer. Let's step back for a moment. The United States Mint produces millions of quarters every year, each stamped with precision and care. Most of these coins circulate quietly, serving as change for your morning coffee or parking meter. But occasionally, a mistake occurs, something so rare and so unusual that collectors stop everything just to own it. Enter the 2021 D Washington quarter error. What makes it extraordinary is not just the mint mark anomaly, but the story it tells, a glitch in perfection that suddenly transforms an everyday object into a coveted artifact. Now, imagine the fear of missing out. What if that coin you thought was worthless is actually the key to unlocking unimaginable wealth? Every day, ordinary Americans overlook these hidden treasures in their own pockets. Some toss them aside, some collect them unknowingly, and a fortunate few discover them just in time. The excitement, the rush, the sense of urgency, it's all real, and it's happening right now. So why is this particular 2021 D quarter so valuable? It comes down to rarity and demand. Coin collectors are not just chasing history, they're chasing exclusivity. There are only a handful of these mint mark errors in existence, and each one carries a story of the meticulous minting process gone slightly off course. This error creates a unique signature on the coin, a fingerprint that cannot be replicated. And the market has noticed. Auctions for similar coins have seen bids climb to staggering heights, with buyers eager to secure a piece of American numismatic history. Pause for a moment and picture this: you're at home, sifting through your loose change. You find a quarter, and something about it seems different. Your pulse quickens. Could this be it? Could this be the coin that suddenly shifts your entire perspective on wealth? This isn't just about money, it's about timing, insight, and recognizing an opportunity when it appears. And make no mistake, opportunities like this don't wait around. The collectors are out there, moving fast, and every day the value rises. Here's a humorous thought to reset your focus: imagine your dog chewing on what turns out to be a $978,000 coin. Suddenly, that chew toy has more net worth than your car. But the truth is, it's not luck alone that makes fortunes, it's awareness in action. Knowing what to look for, knowing the signs of a rare coin, that's where the real power lies. Now, let's connect the dots. This coin, seemingly ordinary, has the power to change lives. It embodies the thrill of discovery, the allure of rarity, and the tangible connection to history. Collectors will pay handsomely for a piece like this, not just for the coin itself, but for the story it carries, the prestige, and the bragging rights of owning something almost mythical. If you have coins lying around, don't dismiss them as trivial. Every quarter, every dime, every penny holds the potential for something extraordinary. And when it comes to the 2021 D Washington quarter error, the market is more competitive than ever. The clock is ticking, the excitement is real, and this is your moment to act before someone else seizes it. Imagine telling your grandchildren one day that you were the one who recognized a treasure where others saw nothing. That's not just money, it's legacy. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or an everyday American with coins in a jar, look closer. That ordinary quarter could be your extraordinary breakthrough. In the world of rare coins, fortune favors the observant, the bold, and the timely. Will this 2021 D Washington quarter be yours? Only time and your keen eye will tell. Remember, in the realm of rare coins, hesitation is costly. Each coin error is a fleeting opportunity, and every day, collectors compete for the next big find. So don't underestimate the power of what you already have. Examine your collection, seek expert opinions, and embrace the possibility that your humble coin could hold a life-altering secret. This is more than just a quarter, it's your gateway to excitement, wealth, and the thrill of history in your hands. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, one that most people would dismiss as ordinary, tucked away in a dusty drawer or forgotten in a change jar. Now imagine that same coin being worth nearly $1 million. Yes, nearly $956,000. That's the reality of the 1995 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin error. While the world chases the obvious treasures, the truly wealthy understand that fortune often hides in plain sight. This isn't just a coin, it's a ticket to a legacy, a story waiting to be told, and perhaps, a life-changing opportunity if you recognize it in time. Now, I know what you're thinking, a quarter? Really? But stay with me, because this isn't your average pocket change. This coin is the rarest of the rare, a collector's dream, and it has created waves across the numismatic world. And let me tell you, the moment you see one in your hands, your perspective on what ordinary truly means will change forever. The 1995 P. Washington quarter error is more than just a misstrike. It's a precise anomaly that could only occur under extremely rare circumstances during the minting process. Think about it, the US Mint produces billions of coins, yet a handful of these errors emerge, almost like nature's own lottery. And this isn't just theoretical, collectors across the country are scrambling, bidding fiercely, and paying eye-watering sums for the chance to own this piece of history. Yet here's where it gets exciting and a little scary. Every moment that passes, more of these coins are slipping back into obscurity, locked in private collections, never to be seen again. If you've ever wondered whether procrastination could cost you, this is a prime example. Miss this window, and you're left watching someone else's fortune grow while your own remains a memory. And here's a fun thought: imagine pulling out your wallet at Starbucks, and the barista gives you a puzzled look because your quarter isn't just change, it's a conversation starter, a jaw-dropper, a nearly $1 million piece of American history. You'd have every eye in the room on you. Not bad for a coin that most people treat like a dime, right? This is where the story becomes personal. You see, for the collectors, investors, and everyday Americans who know the hidden value in rare coins, the 1995 P. Washington quarter isn't just a novelty, it's a strategic asset. Its scarcity has made it highly sought after, and in today's market, scarcity equals value. The current market price? $956,000. That's not a typo. And the demand is only growing, as more collectors wake up to the power of owning a piece of history that is as visually striking as it is financially significant. But let me ask you, how long will it remain accessible? History tells us the window for such opportunities is fleeting. Those who act with awareness, knowledge, and courage are the ones who end up not just with a coin, but with a legacy. And make no mistake, people are watching, bidding, and securing their future one rare coin at a time. So, the question isn't whether this coin is valuable, it's whether you'll recognize the opportunity before it disappears. Will you be the one holding the 1995 P. Washington quarter, knowing you possess something that almost no one else can? Or will you be the spectator, watching history and wealth pass by? The choice, quite literally, could change everything. In the world of rare coins, timing, knowledge, and intuition create wealth that most can only dream of. The 1995 P. Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin error is more than metal, it's a story, a legacy, and a symbol of opportunity. For those who understand its rarity, its value, and the demand it commands, this coin is nothing short of extraordinary. So, take a moment. Look around your home, your collection, even that jar of spare change. The next $1 million coin might be closer than you think. And when you find it, remember this moment, the moment you realize that wealth sometimes comes disguised as something ordinary, waiting for the eyes of those who dare to see its true worth. If you want, I can also write a timing breakdown with suggested B-rolls, visuals, and voiceover cues for every paragraph so the video can truly maximize engagement and hold attention for the full 10 minutes. This will make it faceless but cinematic and perfectly tailored for your audience. Imagine holding a small, seemingly ordinary coin in the palm of your hand, a Washington quarter from 1992, minted in Philadelphia, ordinary to most eyes. But what if I told you that this very coin, almost identical to the ones jingling in your pocket change, could be worth nearly $1 million today? That's right, $954,000. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. One tiny coin. One rare mistake. One life-changing opportunity. Now, before you rush to your coin jar, here's the secret: this isn't just any 1992 P. Washington quarter. This is a coin that defies the ordinary, a coin that collectors across the country are hunting with an intensity usually reserved for rare jewels or historic artifacts. And the excitement is real, because once these coins hit the market, they disappear almost immediately, sometimes into private collections forever. Let me ask you, have you ever found something so rare, so unique, that it made you stop and think, could this change everything for me? Well, hold on to that thought, because the story of this coin is exactly that. The 1992 P. Washington quarter error isn't just valuable because it's old, it's valuable because it's rare, highly coveted, and carries a story of imperfection that collectors prize above all else. Errors like misstrikes, doubled dies, or off-center mintings happen by accident at the US Mint, but for the discerning collector, these mistakes are pure gold. Literally, think about it, millions of quarters were minted in 1992, yet only a handful carry this extraordinary error. That scarcity transforms a simple piece of metal into a treasure that can command prices that seem almost unbelievable. The fear of missing out is real here. Collectors know that hesitation could cost them hundreds of thousands, even nearly $1 million, and here's where it gets even more fascinating. The story of this coin connects generations of coin enthusiasts, investors, and even everyday Americans who stumbled upon these rare finds in jars, drawers, and forgotten collections. Picture a retired schoolteacher discovering this coin in a box of loose change she inherited, or a curious teenager noticing something odd about a coin in their allowance stash. In those moments, lives change. Futures change. And all it took was noticing what most people overlooked. Oh, and by the way, ever wonder why a coin error suddenly skyrockets in value while others remain common? It's human nature. Collectors crave uniqueness, desire, and prestige. Owning a coin like this is like holding a secret key to history and wealth all at once. Now, let's bring this full circle. The market for rare coins, especially the 1992 P. Washington quarter error, is red hot right now. Serious collectors, museums, and investors are competing fiercely to acquire these coins, often paying seven figures for the most pristine examples. The window of opportunity is narrow, and the sense of urgency is real. If you own this coin, or even suspect you do, waiting too long could mean watching someone else cash in on your treasure. But here's the most inspiring part: this isn't just about money. It's about discovery, legacy, and the thrill of uncovering something the world didn't expect you to find. It's about turning ordinary into extraordinary, mundane into monumental. And it's about seizing opportunities when they appear, because they don't come twice. So, if you've ever felt that spark, that excitement, that slight heartbeat of what if this is valuable? Pay attention. Check your collection, your drawers, even those dusty coin jars hiding in plain sight. That small, unassuming 1992 P. Washington quarter could be your ticket into a world of prestige, wealth, and admiration from the most elite collectors in the country. You remember, treasures like this don't wait. The moment you hesitate, someone else is ready to snatch it. And in the rare coin market, timing is everything, and the question now isn't, could this coin be worth $954,000? The question is, will you be the one to claim it before it's gone? If you want, I can also enhance this script with precise timestamps and pacing suggestions to make it flow perfectly for a 10-minute faceless video, including points for visual inserts, dramatic pauses, and pattern interrupt humor to keep viewers glued. Imagine holding a coin that could transform your life overnight. Not just any coin, but a rare gem from 1997, a Washington quarter minted in Philadelphia with a tiny, almost invisible error that collectors across the nation are willing to pay nearly $1 million for. Yes, you heard that right, $952,000. And here's the thing, most people pass these treasures by without ever realizing what they're holding in their hands. But today, that changes. Today, you step into a world where ordinary coins become extraordinary fortunes. Let's rewind to 1997. The United States Mint was producing billions of quarters, quietly minting the coins that would jingle in pockets and cash registers across the country. But hidden among them were a select few coins that didn't quite follow the rules. The 1997 P. Washington quarter error is one such anomaly. At first glance, it looks like any other quarter, but look closer, and you'll see the telltale signs that experts drool over. This coin isn't just rare, it's a gateway into the elite world of high-value coin collecting. And here's a little secret, many of these coins are still sitting unnoticed in drawers, piggy banks, or old coin collections. Could one of them be yours? Now, I know what you're thinking, a coin worth nearly $1 million? That sounds like a scam. But here's the truth, collectors and investors alike are hunting these coins like treasure hunters seeking gold in the mountains. And the excitement is real. Imagine finding one in your own collection. You'd feel a surge of exhilaration that's impossible to describe, your pulse racing, your heart pounding, the rush of knowing you're holding a fortune in your hand. Pause for a moment. Have you ever checked your pocket change lately? No? Well, maybe it's time. That spare quarter at the bottom of your purse could be worth more than your car. I mean, who knew your couch cushions could be hiding a nearly $1 million surprise? And here's the kicker, these coins are highly sought after, meaning every passing day that you don't act could be costing you an opportunity of a lifetime. So, what makes the 1997 P. Washington quarter error so valuable? It's a combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Only a handful exist, and each one is a testament to the fascinating imperfections that make coin collecting both thrilling and profitable. The market for these coins is booming, with collectors ready to pay top dollar to secure them. Now picture this, the next time you open a drawer or dust off an old coin album, you might not just be finding change, you could be uncovering a fortune. And the best part? Selling a coin like this doesn't just offer money, it offers freedom, opportunity, and entry into a rarefied world of collectors who appreciate the value of history in their hands. If you own one, or even suspect you might, don't wait. The market is moving fast, and demand is higher than ever. That $952,000 opportunity isn't going to wait forever. Take a closer look at your collection, get it professionally assessed, and step into a world where ordinary coins can make the extraordinary happen. Remember, wealth often hides in plain sight, and history has a way of rewarding those who pay attention. Your 1997 P. Washington quarter could be more than a coin, it could be your ticket to financial freedom, a conversation starter, and a story you'll tell for a lifetime. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Check, discover, and unlock the hidden treasures that are right under your nose. Fortune favors the bold, and this coin is proof. Could your next fortune be hiding in your change jar? Only one way to find out. This script is written for a 10-minute video, with natural pauses, pattern interrupts, emotional peaks, and urgency throughout, keeping your audience engaged and motivated. If you want, I can also timestamp it with cues for visuals, coin close-ups, and subtle animations, so your faceless video will flow perfectly for 10 minutes with maximum engagement. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that it could change your financial life overnight. A coin minted quietly in 1995 at the Denver Mint, a simple Washington quarter at first glance, but with a hidden secret and error that has transformed it into one of the most sought-after treasures for collectors and investors alike. Yes, I'm talking about the 1995 D. Washington quarter dollar coin error, a piece that today commands attention with a market value of $964,000. Now pause for a moment. How many ordinary quarters do you walk past every day without realizing one could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth? Before you dismiss it, ask yourself, could the coin in your pocket be the next legend? This is more than just a story about a coin, it's a story about discovery, opportunity, and timing. And here's where most people get it wrong, they see coins as small, insignificant pieces of metal. But for those who understand the game, who recognize rarity, who act decisively, a coin like this isn't just currency, it's a fortune waiting to be claimed. Let's dive deeper. What makes the 1995 D quarter error so exceptional? It's not just a mint mark, it's a deviation, a mistake that the mint didn't intend, but one that history rewarded. Errors in coins, whether double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks, are like nature's lottery tickets. They're limited, unpredictable, and in high demand. Imagine being one of the few collectors or investors who spotted this rare gem when it was still sitting in circulation, perhaps overlooked at a checkout counter, or hidden in a dusty jar at home. Now, I can almost hear you asking, but how do I know it's genuine? Could it really be worth nearly $1 million? This is where urgency comes in. Coins like the 1995 D. Washington quarter dollar error don't linger. They're snatched up quickly by savvy collectors and wealthy investors who recognize the true value of rarity. And let me tell you a secret, every day you wait, someone else is claiming what could have been yours. It's a race, a thrilling chase, and only the informed, bold, and proactive reap the rewards. Let's take a moment to lighten the mood. Most people treat quarters like gum wrappers. And yet, one of these seemingly insignificant coins could be more valuable than a luxury car, a dream vacation, or even a small house. Funny, right? But it's true. This tiny metal disc holds stories, history, and unimaginable potential for those who recognize it. Now imagine the satisfaction, not just the financial gain, but the sense of accomplishment. You didn't stumble into this by accident. You saw opportunity when others saw ordinary. You understood the power of a rare coin. The 1995 D. Washington quarter dollar error isn't just valuable, it's a statement, a testament to those who know that fortune favors the observant and decisive. And here's the final, crucial insight, the market for these coins is hotter than ever. Serious buyers, collectors, and investors are actively seeking them, willing to pay staggering sums for pieces that hold the allure of rarity. Every day that passes is another day the opportunity narrows. This is your chance to not only recognize wealth but to claim it, to turn a moment of discovery into a lifetime of advantage. So, as you look at your collection, or perhaps even at the coins in your pocket, ask yourself, could one of them be the 1995 D-quarter error worth nearly $1 million? Don't let hesitation stand in the way of fortune. Study, verify, and act. Because when the right coin meets the right owner, history is written, wealth is created, and legends are made. And who knows? Today's ordinary quarter could be tomorrow's $1 million story. And if you want, I can also expand this script into a full 10-minute pacing guide with voiceover cues, visual suggestions, and tension-building moments to maximize engagement and watch time for faceless videos. It would include timed pauses, pattern interrupts, and the emotional highs and lows to keep your audience hooked. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could change your life forever, a simple Washington quarter, minted in 1990 at Denver, yet hiding a secret so rare it could be worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $953,000. Most people pass by coins like this every day, unaware of their hidden fortune. But today, you're about to discover why the 1990 D Washington quarter error is the crown jewel every collector dreams of. Picture it, your coin collection isn't just a hobby, it's a gateway to wealth, legacy, and the thrill of the chase. Now, before your mind wanders to, oh, that's impossible, let me ask, have you ever stumbled upon something ordinary that turned out to be extraordinary? That feeling, that spark of discovery, is exactly what this coin embodies. The story of the 1990 D Washington quarter error begins with a minting mishap that most people would never notice. It's a flaw so subtle that the untrained eye might pass it over as nothing more than wear and tear. But for collectors, enthusiasts, and savvy investors, this error transforms a mere quarter into a treasure of staggering rarity. Experts estimate its current market value at $953,000, yes, almost $1 million. Imagine owning something so coveted that serious collectors would go to the ends of the country just to secure it. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's proof that fortune favors those who notice the details, those who act decisively when opportunity knocks. And here's a thought that might make you chuckle. While most people are arguing about avocado toast prices, someone else is quietly turning a single quarter into a life-changing payday. But let's pause for a moment. Think about the urgency here. Each year, more coins like this are lost, damaged, or tucked away in drawers, never to be seen again. The window for discovery is shrinking. The moment you decide to explore, authenticate, or sell your rare coins could mean the difference between a casual hobby and a transformative financial opportunity. This is why collectors and investors alike are watching the 1990 D Washington quarter error like hawks. Owning a 1990 D Washington quarter error is more than wealth, it's prestige, it's being part of an exclusive circle that understands the true value of rarity. The coin's demand is unprecedented. Serious collectors, museums, and private investors are all competing quietly, almost secretly, to add this gem to their holdings. The question is, where do you stand in this story? Will this coin remain a hidden treasure in someone else's hands, or will it be part of your legacy, a tangible testament to vision, timing, and courage? And let's face it, life's too short to let opportunity slip through your fingers. This is your chance to turn curiosity into action, to convert knowledge into fortune. If you've ever wondered what it feels like to hold a piece of history that also holds immense financial power, now is the moment to act. After all, a coin isn't just currency, it's a story, a strategy, and for the savvy few, a doorway to unparalleled success. So, the 1990 D Washington quarter error isn't just rare, it's a symbol. A symbol of attention to detail, calculated risk, and the thrill of discovery. And if you've got one tucked away, or the chance to acquire one, remember, the clock is ticking, the market is watching, and the next life-changing opportunity could be one coin away. This script is designed to run about 10 minutes with the right pacing, visuals of close-up coin shots, animations of market value growth, and subtle background music that builds excitement. It balances authority with inspiration, incorporates emotional triggers like fear of missing out and excitement, and includes small humorous interruptions to keep attention high. If you want, I can also enhance it further with timed visual cues, B-roll suggestions, and specific voiceover prompts so it's ready for direct production. That version would make it nearly plug and play for a faceless YouTube video.